Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 2.3. Multiply tens, hundreds, and thousands. Please pause to write the lesson title and number in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is I can multiply tens, hundreds, and thousands by whole numbers. Please pause again to write the lesson objective in your notebook. Our Unlock the Problem today says that each car on a train has 200 seats. And here's our multiplication question. How many seats are on a train with 8 cars? So we have this picture. We're looking for 8 times 200. Remember that each time I draw a square or a flat, it represents 100. So if I look, each one of these sets of 2 is one train car because each one has 200. And I need 8 of those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 sets of 200. Now that I have all these hundreds, let's see if I can regroup them in a way that makes it easier. Well, if I have 10 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I have 10 hundreds, that makes 1,000. So I have 1,000. Then down here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundreds left over. 600. Add those together. 1,000 plus 600 is 1,600. So we've multiplied 8 times 200 by using base 10 blocks and drawing a picture. We can also do it by using place value. I can multiply 8 times 2 hundreds. Let's write that out as 8 times 2 hundreds. 8 times 2 is 16 hundreds. So that means that I have 16 hundreds, 2 zeros at the back, or 1,600. So there are 1,600 seats on a train with 8 cars. Let's look at another way of multiplying by a large number. This time we're going to use a number line. Bob's sled shop rents 4,000 sleds each month. How many sleds does the store rent in 6 months? So we are multiplying 6 times 4,000. So let's look at how we can break this down since it's such a big number. So the first thing we can look at is our basic numbers, the 6 and the 4. After that, we'll work on our zeros. So the first number line shows 6 times 4. I start at 0 and I add 4 each time and I jump 6 times. So 6 times 4 is 24. Now let's look at all of our zeros. We have 3 zeros in the number 4,000. So we need to look at how we multiply by 1,000. Let's first look at how we multiply by 10. If I multiply 0 times 6 times 40, I'm multiplying by a 10, and I add a 0 at the end. 0 times, it's 40, 80, 120. I'm just multiplying by 4, but I'm adding a 0 every time. Look, 4, 40, 8, 80, 12, 120. Each one of those numbers are the same, but because I'm multiplying it by a power of 10, I add a 0 onto the end. Now the same thing works when I multiply by 100. 100 has 2 zeros, so all of my jumps have 2 zeros. 1 times 400 is 400. 2 times 400 is 800. 3 times 400 is 1,200. 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros. All right? But 4,000 doesn't have 1 0 or 2 zeros. It has 3 zeros. So there are 3 zeros in 4,000. So there's going to be 3 zeros in our answer. 6 times 4,000. Let's see. 1 times 4,000 is 4,000. 2 times 4,000 is 8,000. 3 times 4,000 is 12,000. So if I continue down the line, 6 times 4 is 24. And then I have 3 zeros at the end. We can also do this by using a basic fact. Here's another example. 3 times 7 equals 21. We know that's a basic fact. So now let's add a 0. 3 times 70, instead of 3 times 7, is 210. It's got the same 21, but then we added a 0. So this time when we multiply 3 times 700, we're going to start with that same 21, but now we're going to add 2 zeros. 3 times 7,000 starts with the same 21, but now I'm going to add 3 zeros. Let's practice this again with a new basic fact. 8 times 5 equals 40. Okay, so then 8 times 50 equals 400, because there's my 40 and there's my extra 0. 8 times 500, start with our 40 and add 2 zeros. 8 times 5,000, start with 40, add 3 zeros. We will keep practicing this tomorrow in class. You're almost finished. When you're sure you understand this lesson, go back to your teacher's website and fill out the exit slip. Thank you. See you tomorrow.